Everybody, guess what? We are live for your lunchtime hour. Look, we could all use some recovery. We just happen to be with the Recovery Lounge. I've got Michael with me. It's in Franklin. He and I were just talking before we went live here. You guys opened in February in
Yep.
Franklin, but then you had to pretty much immediately close down in March. So this is kind of your restart, isn't it?
Yep, absolutely.
So tell everybody where you're located.
So we're located in Franklin, Tennessee. It's right next to the factory. If those are from the area are familiar with it, Franklin Farmers Market is literally right across the street. So definitely keeping it live and natural over here in Franklin.
Yes. So Recovery Lounge, that sounds like all things that you might need if after a workout or after a busy day. Tell me what things you guys offer.
So some of the service that we do provide are compression therapy, cryotherapy, stretch therapy, massage therapy, and then on top of it, we do have recovery smoothies that we feel are important in terms of helping the body recover internally as well as externally too.
And so how does this work? Is this a membership basis or can you just come in and say, I want to do the compression or the cryotherapy? How does that work?
So we accept walk-ins, but then those that are serious and have a regimen or a game plan as far as their resistance training. We try to complement that with a recovery plan as well. So for those that have a regimen and like to follow things in order, we implement a recovery plan, and that's where the monthly fees will come. But for those that just want to come in and just try it out, as far as the compression cryo and stuff like that, we do accept walk-ins.
And you're doing a special right now. I think this is really important and something we need to talk about. For all those frontline workers, you're offering them to come in and try out one of your services.
Yep. So our idea right now is to allow frontline workers to get some compression therapy because the odds are they're on their feet, they're just working hard and stuff like that. And the least we can do is help them, compress their body to help decompress their minds in a way. That's like our little slogan we're trying to go with right now. But
Oh, okay.
but it just gives you an opportunity to kind of just relax, lounge out, right? Just kind of just help that mind to kind of get in a better state and stuff. So we're trying to just offer compression therapy for those that are on our front lines. It's our way of paying back to them for helping and taking care of us in a way.
So for those who've never done it, I've done it. It's kind of an interesting experience. But what is compression therapy? Like you put the big, like, what are those things called you put on your legs?
It's called the boots.
Okay.
So it's more tailored for the legs, specifically the knee and ankles. And what it can kind of mimic is a blood pressure cuff. It'll kind of restrict you for just a little bit, gets tight and compressed, and then after that, it'll release the pressure in the air, and from there, that's going to allow that blood to flow a little bit more efficiently throughout the body, and that's just what's going to help reduce some of the inflammation, help the body recover, more oxygen gets moved, more blood. As well, and that's where you get the recovery process.
Yeah. So show us, you're there at the lounge right now. So take us a little tour around and show us what we're talking about.
Okay, sounds good. So just to start off, we're gonna show you guys the smoothie bar. This is where we have the smoothies, and this is where we have our 6 signature smoothies as well. And then over here, this is where you're gonna get into the lounging area, and this is where individuals, members, and clients will come in. Like you see right now, as far as like getting some compression right now, our good friend Jarrell is in the leg unit, and this is where it's he does a lot of squats, he works out really intensely, and being on his feet all day, this is going to help remove some of the inflammation, get some blood flow into those areas. So what he has is the leg compression, and this is what you see right here is our leg compression right here, and then we have compression units for our shoulders, so those that have poor blood flow into the arms and upper limbs, and then we have one for the hips as well. So we have a complete set from shoulders, hips, and then legs. So
Oh, wow. So does anyone come in and do the whole body, or you only recommend one, like legs or arms? Do you recommend you do the whole thing?
we do one at a time.
Okay.
But for those that just want to just try it out and just be fun and stuff, they have had the shoulders and the legs before, and then
Okay.
the hips ones were just kind of awkward to kind of get into with the legs as well.
Yeah.
And this is our cryotherapy machine. This is cold therapy. This is full body, so we'll have the head essentially hanging out of this right here. So you'll typically see a head, and it gets down to negative 200 degrees. It starts off at negative 40 and drops all the way down to negative 200, depending on what your goals and what your the objective is. You know, whether it's to help with arthritis or to help your body fully recover through a intense workout. We have a full spectrum for those, in for whatever you need.
So how long do you guys recommend you stay in the cryo machine?
So the cryo machine is up to just 3 minutes.
Okay.
That's the longest you will go, but we do have increments for those that just want to try it out and stuff like that, for 1 and 2 minute intervals. And the process of it would be just to open up the chamber. We'll check your height to where, again, you'll just have your head poking throughout the top, and then we'll close it off. And then from there, we'll get you blasted with the nitrogen gas. And again, depending on where you're at in your recovery process or where your journey is, depends on where you would, how cold you would essentially get.
Yeah. I heard women get colder. Their core temperature go down faster than men. Is that true?
I would say so. I haven't quite looked into that just yet, but I would say that makes sense in terms where women, as far as getting the blood flow and probably wouldn't get as much as men in terms of just body heat, right?
Yeah.
Just because we're bigger, typically bigger mass and stuff.
Yeah.
And then where you have right here, we have just giving you guys the vibe and the feel, but we have our recovery colors, but this is our massage and stretch room. And right here we have some tools to help recover, as far as foam rollers, Theracane bands, and these will be tools that we help to educate individuals on areas of restrictions and limitations, and how can we educate them to where they feel a little bit better throughout their movements, where they're squatting, they're running, jumping, daily activities, working at a desk, things of that nature. We've had a full spectrum of members, from 12-year-old gymnasts all the way up to 66 with double knee replacements.
Oh, wow. So you can do it all there.
Yeah. So we're trying to just take care of anybody and everybody, essentially, that wants to takes pride into their health and wellness. So what we were targeting at first were essentially athletes, because my business partner, he's a big triathlete. I'm a big believer in terms of weightlifting, working out, used to be a personal trainer and stuff. So our goal was essentially to have athletes, but what we're finding is that general population, people that just want to live better, to feel better, we've got a big increase in terms of people just wanting to have better movement into their life, because we believe that movement is medicine here.
Yeah.
So we're starting to see that we're targeting essentially the whole entire spectrum.
All right. Well, I've tried pretty much everything that you showed me at different places, and yes, they work. Except I like that your cryo machine lets your head out. I've been in the ones where you stand. That kind of freaks me out.
Really? Yeah. So that definitely helps us out. We have a hand pocket to where you can slip your hands out too. So it helps with people that might have claustrophobia. But it just helps to talk to them as well. Just, see some of their facial expressions.
Yeah. It's kind of weird when that little, even if it's clear, it kind of gets that frosted look over it, and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm in this chamber. Am I gonna get out?
Yeah. But for the majority of the people that do go in there, they'll step out and say, wow, that's actually a lot faster than what I was expecting. 3 minutes goes by pretty fast.
Yeah.
And then as far as like temperature, they'll make a comment as to, it's not as cold as I thought it was going to be. It's like, yes, science is kind of fun and cool.
Yeah. Well, tell everybody again where you're located in Franklin, right across the street from the factory. Tell everybody how they can get more information, because I know they're going to want to come check it out. Trust me.
Yes. So you can find us as far as our email and our website. Our website is therecoverylounge.co. And our Instagram handle is therecoveryloungetn. So for those that are on Instagram, we post a lot of content in terms of stretching, educational, as far as cryo, compression, stretch, massage, things of that nature. And then as well as just having, Facebook. Facebook is another avenue that we use as well.
Okay. So what are your hours? When are you guys open?
So we're typically open from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Monday through Friday, and then 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. on 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays.
Okay. You guys go check him out. I'm sure Mike will be there. He'll help you all out and get
Yes.
you figured out. And those frontline workers, come by and check that out. The compression, you're offering that for free to them right now. Is that correct? How long are
Yes.
you going to be doing that?
We're essentially as long as this pandemic, honestly. So I mean, these guys are working extremely hard to take care of us, and again, this is the least that we can do. Just to help take care of them, help compress their limbs to help decompress their minds.
There you go. I love that. That's a great little motto. All right. Thanks again, Michael. You guys go check it out. We'll see you soon.
Thanks so much, Donna.
Bye.
Bye.